Molly, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 6 of your 12 Days of Pilates challenge. We're halfway through the challenge now, so I hope you're really enjoying all the workouts that we've done so far, and I hope that you're feeling really, really good in body and mind. Today we're going to be slowing things down a bit with a 15-minute mobility flow, so just working through each little bit of the body, finding lots of space, lots of length and loads of stretch. So we're going to start on all fours. When you're ready, come around onto your hands and knees and let's get started. So coming into your 4-point position, we've got our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. And when we're here, we're just going to let our abdominals settle and relax. So just feel the tummy drop down to the floor. We're going to take a big breath into it. And then when you exhale, draw that navel up towards your spine and feel the core connect. So your back should be nice and straight. As we're working through our mobility, I want you to keep a lot of focus on these abdominals so that we're supported in our movements. We're going to take a breath into the ribs, and as we exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, we're going to arch the back up, and then drop the top of the head. So we're coming into this lovely, simple cat and cow. We're going to then lift the tailbone, drop the spine, and then lift the top of the head. So we hold with an inhale, and we move with an exhale. And to get in and out of each of these positions, I want you to think about leading with the tailbone and ending with the top of your head. So that spine's really moving like a wave. The tailbone tucks, we arch up, the head drops, and then the tailbone lifts, the spine sinks, and the head lifts. Nice, let's go one more of each. So tailbone tucking, checking in on that core. Is it still on or have you let it drop? Coming down the other way. Nice, and one more, lifting up into that cat stretch. We're going to hold it here. Walking the hands over to the right of your mat. Sit your hips back to your heels, pulling away from your hands. Taking a breath in. Walk the fingertips a little bit further forwards if you can, and maybe you even want to place your left hand on top of your right and hold it there, so just furthering that twist. Lovely, and then uncrossing the hands, bring it back to all fours, walk it to center. Arching the back up again, take it over to the left of your mat, and then hips back to the heels, pulling away once more. Again, if you want to, you can place that right hand on top of left, just to further that twist and get a bit more of a stretch on the side of the body. Lovely, and then uncross, bring it back to all fours, walk it to center. So we're going to come down into that cow stretch again now. So spine sinking down, tailbone lifting, head is lifting. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands one step forwards towards the end of the mat. And we're going to sit our hips back to the heels, almost like we're coming into a child's pose. And then just as our tailbone starts to tip, we're going to round the back and then bring the body weight forwards towards the hands. Then we come back down into our cow stretch and we sit it back to the heels. So we're coming into this really nice wave with the spine. That's our moving cat and cow. Or sometimes it's called a rolling cat and cow because we're rippling the spine forwards and then waving it back. And it's a really, really lovely one for wrist mobility, for hip mobility. And also, of course, that back. I'm sure you can feel it. Nice. And don't ever neglect that neck as part of your spine. So feel it moving and lifting. Lovely. One more. Tucking the tailbone. We lift up. And then we arch it back. And then sit it back into a really nice deep child's pose here. So maybe you want to separate the knees a little bit to get a little bit more depth through the chest. And hold, breathing in, breathing out. Lovely, and then sit yourself up. We're going to come back to all fours for just a moment longer. We're going to find a nice little twist with a thread the needle. So hands are coming underneath your shoulders, knees are coming underneath your hips. We're going to break down our thread the needle so that we're hitting each position and really making the most out of our stretch. So we're going to float the left arm up. It's going to reach out to the side and we're going to stay here. So the weight should be centered and your hip should be right on top of your knees. Then we're going to twist from the waist, looking right up towards the top hand. Then we come back into that start position. Bend the elbow, thread the arm through, and then drop the shoulder to the floor. And then pushing off your right arm, we come back to the start. Same again. So we twist up, come back to the start. Bend the elbow, thread through, and lift. Nice, one more, twist. Back to the start, elbow bends, and then bring that hand back to the mat, other side. So your right arm is reaching out, keep that core on. We twist, come back to the start, left elbow bends, we thread through. Nice, same again, reaching out, and up, down, and thread. Perfect. One more. So keeping this pelvis nice and still, weight centered in the body, and thread. Lovely. Then bring the hand down. We're going to come and face the end of the mat. We're going to take a nice little forward spine stretch, so bringing the heels right onto the edges of the mat today, sitting lovely and tall through your sit bones. Arms are reaching forwards with your palms facing down. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we scoop through the abdominals, we draw the chin towards the chest, we reach over towards the toes. Take a breath, exhale, reaching further, and then slowly sit it back up. We go again, breathing in. Exhale, we round through the back. The core stays switched on as we arch forwards. Inhale, exhale, reaching further, and then slowly sit it up. Nice, we're gonna add in another little spine twist. We're gonna rotate ourselves round towards the left. And you're gonna arch up and over towards your left foot, keeping your pinky finger in line with your pinky toe. So we scoop through the abdominals, we fold forwards. Lovely. From here, you're going to place your right hand to the outside of your left leg. Then you're going to open your left arm out behind you and look back towards it. Then you're going to bring it back to the ear, lift the right arm up, restack on a diagonal, and then bring it back to center. We twist round to the right. So we arch up and over, pinky to pinky. Then left hand comes to the outside of your right leg. Your right arm opens up behind you. We sweep it back on the diagonal, and we stack it back up to the middle. Nice. Same again. Rotate. Lift up and over. Hand to the leg. Left arm opens. Keep both sit bones grounding down nice and even. And restack. Back to center. One more. Rotate to the right. Scooping over. Feel that stretch in the lumbar spine. Hand to the leg. Arm opens. Lovely. Back into your forward stretch. Build it all the way up. Bring it to center, and then bring the feet and the legs into hip width apart. One last forward spine stretch, reaching over to the toes, and then really flex the feet. And place the hands down either side of your legs and try and walk the fingertips even further forwards if you can. Lovely, and then sitting yourself up. Slowly roll it all the way down to the floor, so taking your time. And then when you get there, we find a full body stretch for one breath. Inhale, exhale. Lovely, and then floating the arms down, bring your feet onto the mat. So we're going to take a little tabletop march here, just to get these hip flexors moving, to find a little bit of core connection, and then we're going to find some mobility in the hips. So pelvis in neutral, core just gently lifting and switching on. We float the right leg up to tabletop, and then we place it down. Same again, left leg, and down. Let's go 4 more. Right leg up, and down, left leg up, and down. 2 more. Right leg and left leg. Nice. From here, we're going to take both legs into tabletop just to find that core. So right leg up, lumbar spine down, left leg up, holding it here. We're going to float the arms back by the ears, and then we're going to circle them down and around by the side. So similar to that double leg stretch arm action that we've been working on in some of the classes so far. But really working to keep these shoulder blades drawing down and away, and the ears away from your shoulders. Let's just go for 3 more. Lovely, we've got 2, checking in on these tabletop positions. And we've got 1. Lovely, and then bring the feet back down to the mat. From here, place your hands on top of your pelvis. We're going to go into a single leg circle. So we're going to float the right leg up into tabletop position, keeping that core connected and that pelvis in neutral. We're going to extend the leg from the thigh, and we're going to draw little circles on the ceiling with our foot. So we're circling the leg around the hip for 3, for 2, for 1, and then change direction. So back around the other way for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring the leg to tabletop, place the foot down. Other side, left leg lifting up. Extend it into the air, we circle. 3, 2, and 1. Other way. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring it back to tabletop, place it down. We're going to take that again, but we're going to go a little bit bigger if we can. So making sure, again, that pelvis stays nice and still. So right leg up to tabletop, it extends from the thigh. We sweep a little bit bigger around. For 3, for 2, for 1. other way. So we're always trying to maintain that natural curve that your lumbar spine has here. Really nice. And then placing the foot down. Last time on the left. And lift. Circling around for 3. Keep an eye on that supporting leg as well, your bent leg, your foot that's on the floor. You might not realize it, but it might be wobbling around a little bit. So just keeping that nice and grounded. Final 3 the other way. Lovely, and then bend the knee, place the foot down, open the knees out to the side for your little butterfly stretch. You're gonna open the arms out nice and wide as well, taking a big breath in. Exhale. Lovely, one more, inhale. And exhale. Well done, bringing the knees back together. We're gonna float the arms down by the side. We're gonna find a little shoulder bridge now. So inhaling. As we exhale, we're gonna press the lower back down. The pelvis is gonna rock towards you. The glutes squeeze as we peel the spine off of the mat. Hold it at the top of the shoulder blades. We inhale. Exhale, we slowly lower back down. So bone by bone, bringing that pelvis and that spine back onto the floor. Inhale again. Exhale, tailbone pressing down, it lifts. Glutes squeeze so the lower body is switched on here to support your back. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly coming down. Nice, we're just gonna take 2 more like that. So really working to articulate each vertebrae off of your mat. Inhale to hold it. Really taking your time, enjoying this movement. Well done, and then last one, body peeling off, keep that core switched on. Hold it at the top, and we're gonna find those little arm circles like we did in our tabletop hold. So the arm's gonna reach up and over, they're gonna circle around. We've got 5. And push, so finding that nice mobility in the shoulders, 3. Now we've got 3, 3. One thing about Pilates instructors, is that as far as I know, none of us can count. Reaching up, and over. Let's call this 1. Arms over. They circle down and around and then slowly bring the body back down to the mat. Well done. From here, we're going to gently roll ourselves onto our sides. And if you need to, you can get a pillow or a block to pop underneath your head. So I'm just going to pop a pillow here for reference. So we're going to lie with our head on our pillow or on your block. Just make sure it's kind of big enough that your crown of your head is in line with your spine. We've got our arms out in front. So growing out of the ribs again, your feet and knees are stacked together with your shins framing the front of your mat. And we're going to reach the top hand beyond the bottom hand, and then we're going to lift the arm up and over and open the chest up to the ceiling. So finding this really nice chest stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the back shoulder soften, and then slowly close it back together. We go again, reaching forwards, lifting up. Holding here. Inhale. Exhale, and then slowly close. Well done, 1 more. Reaching forwards, lifting up and over. Inhale, exhale. Lovely, and then close the arms together. From here, we're gonna sit ourselves up, staying with the legs bent if you can. If it feels too much, do just stretch them out in front. We're gonna place our left fingertips down. We're gonna find a lovely big side bend over towards the left. Nice, so taking this lovely little mermaid stretch, we're going to stay here, and we're going to twist the chest up towards the ceiling, so pushing the arm back behind us. Nice, and come back into that straight side bend, and then we lift. 1 more time, we grow up, we reach over, and then we pull the body back ever so slightly, finding that expansion through the chest, back into your side bend, and then we lift. We're going to take that chest opener on the other side. So pop in your pillow if you need to, or your block at the end of your mat, and then changing sides. So lying down, head on your pillow, shins framing the front of your mat, arms forwards. We're going to reach the top hand beyond the bottom hand, and then we lift all the way up and over, and we open that chest. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely, and then slowly close it in. We go again, reaching forwards. And lift, opening up, following the hand with the head, we inhale, exhale, let it drop, and coming back together. Well done, 1 more, reaching forwards, and lift, opening up, we hold, inhale, exhale, and close, Well done. And then slowly and gently sitting yourself up, keeping your legs bent if you can, otherwise stretch them out. Right fingertips on the floor, left arm lifts over, and we side bend, holding it here. And then if we can, we push the chest back and up towards the ceiling. The arm reaches back as well. We come back into that side bend, and then we lift. Nice. One more time, lifting up and over, twisting back, back into your side bend, and lift. Really nice. We're going to finish with our cat and cow, so just how we started. So just taking your time, coming back onto your 4-point position. Tailbone tucking. We arch the back up. We drop the top of the head. Inhale. And then exhale, we slowly come down. And again, tailbone tucking. We arch. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Nice. Then one more time, bringing it up into that cat stretch. And then bringing it into a neutral spine. From here, we're just going to reach the left fingertips forwards. We're going to circle the arm all the way around and then bring it back to the mat. And then the right arm. So just finishing after that cat and cow with a little bit of shoulder mobility. Stretching out and lifting round. Nice. Let's just go for 3 more right arm circling. Nice. For 2, keeping the shoulders square to the ceiling. We've got 1. Lovely. And then sit it back into your child's pose for one last time. And then stay here as long as you need to. Just to finish off this stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then maybe walking those fingertips a little bit further forwards if you can. Well done. And then sit yourself up. Again, you can always stay there a little bit longer, or maybe you just want to take a little bit of time sitting on your mat for some mindfulness. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed that lovely, slow, stretchy class. We'll be back again in the next session, working through some lower body work. So I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye.